I've always sensed that people treated me differently. At first I thought I was just being sensitive, but over time it became clear I was being treated differently because of my mental health. Once people find out you've struggled with depression, anxiety, or had a breakdown, it's like they slap a label on you: damaged, unstable, weak. They don't say it, but you can feel it, the awkward silences, the pity in their eyes. Suddenly I wasn't just a person anymore. I was the one with mental health issues. You start to notice things. Friends stop inviting you to events, conversations become stilted, and people treat you like you might break at any moment. They're walking on eggshells, and their discomfort, it hurts. It isolates you, and soon the people you thought would stand by you start pulling away. And that's the worst part. It makes you feel even more alone. Mental health struggles are isolating enough on their own, but when stigma adds to that, it amplifies the loneliness. You start to question your worth. Am I broken? Am I less because of this? The stigma takes a toll on your mental health in ways people can't imagine. Every time someone distances themselves or treats you like you're less capable, it confirms your worst fears. Anxiety spikes. Every word, every move you make feels scrutinized. You become hyper-aware, always wondering if they're judging you because of your mental illness. Did I sound too emotional? Are they talking about me when I leave the room? It's exhausting. The weight of stigma feels like carrying an extra burden on top of everything else. Eventually you start avoiding people, not because you don't want to be around them, but because it's easier than dealing with their judgment. You begin to doubt yourself, your abilities, your intelligence. The stigma becomes a barrier that makes everything feel out of reach. I'd like to say I don't blame people, but it's hard not to feel angry and disappointed. Disappointed in friends who distanced themselves instead of supporting me. Disappointed in co-workers who assumed I couldn't handle stress. It hurts knowing the stigma doesn't just come from strangers. It comes from people you care about. What's worse is how stigma shapes how society views mental illness. It stops people from seeking help because they're afraid of being judged. That's the real damage stigma does. It silences those who need support the most. But I refuse to let their stigma define me. Yes, I've struggled with my mental health, but that doesn't make me any less worthy of respect or love. Stigma has made things harder, but it's also made me stronger. It's shown me who truly cares. And if you've been stigmatized for your mental health, know this: their judgment doesn't define you. You are strong, capable, and worthy. Don't let anyone make you feel otherwise.